to send troops to support a NATO air war to destroy an African country that is in the midst of prosecuting a racist war against African Libyans. Yeah, you didn't learn that from corporate media, did you? Just check the Black Agenda report or my own show, Afrocentric Radio, to find out the facts. This is one of these corrections for you. Is whenever anybody wants to send men with guns to do anything, check your facts. Do you hear me? So let's talk about corrections. What other subsidies do the super rich get? Well, you know, just being born into a wealthy family means that you have advantages the rest of us don't have. You know, being born on third base does not mean you hit a triple. They like to say it's all about their hard work, but the first big advantage they got is just the flukocracy of who they were born to. Then there's the benefit of the infrastructure that we paid for with our tax dollars. You know, I believe there's a word for pooling public money to build things. Oh, I think they call that socialism. I'm just saying. Educated workforce paid for by your tax dollars, that's saying. How about the temporary foreign workers brought to Canada at cut-rate hourly wages, and they can't protest their conditions because they know they'll get sent home? That's not socialism. That's not democracy. That's feudalism. The benefit of the internet, built by our money and our brothers and sisters to the south and everywhere else, the police, the firefighters, all of that paid for by us to protect corporations and their assets. And the biggest possible subsidy of all to every corporation and every one of us is the subsidy paid to us by the Cree Nation, the Blackfoot Nation, the Dene Nation, and every other First Nation whose land we as occupiers have taken. They subsidize our wealth. Solutions. We're about to start marching. If you don't like big banks, there's a new movement in the South. I just found out about this today. I love it. Every once in a while, a good message goes out through CBC, and this was one. And that was, they're taking their money out of the big banks and putting it in not-for-profit credit unions. Right where it hurts. That's the wallet, by the way. Buy local. Keep your money local. Build the local economy. Don't go to Starbucks and all these other things from far away where they pay all their money into corporate headquarters. Keep it here. Employ your brothers and sisters here. Build this community. The money stays local. You build this place. You can do that today. I know you all love the big fancy political issues internationally. Bomb this and blow up that. It's all very exciting. But the local issues matter. So here's what I'm going to say to you is, form your own issues squad. You think local politics are boring? Grab 4 friends. That with plus you makes 5. And you each choose one issue to educate the rest of your cell about. Then you'll know the issues when it comes time. If I asked how many of you really vote for all the levels of government in civil elections, I bet a lot of you would be too embarrassed to admit, well, I don't really know who my city councilor is or my school trustee, blah, blah, blah. We can make real changes locally. So what I also want you to do is get to know your councilor's name, get their number, and piss them off by calling them every day until you get what you want. Here's another thing you could do today. Quit smoking. Stop giving your money to billionaires to buy another yacht while they give you cancer, Mr. Lefty. And we're cutting it off right now to say this. Most importantly, stay in the discussion. We are not leaderless. We just don't need bosses. Be your own leader. Lead yourself out of this mess that the super rich have made. Yes, we heard it already. The Arab Spring, the North American fall. But we got to look forward to the spring. We got to make this summer. This time we're going to do it right. Let us honor the historical sacrifices of all of our ancestors to create the world that is fit for our children and for our grandchildren. I want to leave you with one critical concept. Take yourselves back to first night, December 31, 2010. Nobody in the world saw coming what has happened since then. Nobody. A lot of us always thought that the big brains and the secret spook tanks of CSIS and CIA can plan it all. They can't. The reason they have all that money to defend their system is because they're terrified of us. And days like this.
This was inevitable, Malcolm.
Everything is up for grabs. Everything. The most reliable way to predict the future is to create it. So let's create the future!